Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are pleased to be joined by Jade Buford, the driver of the number 48, 48 Big Machine Vodka for Big Machine Racing. Of course, that's Big Machine Vodka Chevrolet for Big Machine Racing, I should say. Jade, how are you?
I'm doing good. I've had a busy morning, but doing very well today.
Okay, so this is legitimately a brand new team, of course. Yeah. How has it been driving this car for them?
It's been great. We've got great equipment. We got Patrick Donahue running as our crew chief. We have some great guys in the shop, and it's been awesome to watch it all come together. I think tallying it up really quick in my head, the team's still less than 6 months old, period. Like we're only 7-8 races into the season, and we've already knocked on the door for a top 10 on an oval, came close, and we've locked up a lot of solid top 20 finishes.
Yeah. So kind of going into, what made you decide that you wanted to come to a brand new team and do all that stuff, because, it's when a brand new team starts, you obviously have your bumps in the road and all that, but what made this appealing?
For me, NASCAR is just where I've always wanted to be. My background is all sports cars. So I've raced in IMSA for the last 14 years. The opportunity to come here in the first place is just exactly what I've wanted my entire career, driving cars for a living. So the fact that we are able to do our own operation is just even better, where I'm the sole driver. I know everybody is putting 100% into giving me the best equipment on Saturday. What more could a driver ask for on that note?
So kind of going into, wanting to come to NASCAR, what's been the biggest adjustment from driving all these sports cars to doing this?
There's some similarities and there's some differences. The gearboxes are obviously very different. We are spoiled with flappy paddle gearboxes in racing GT cars. The weight is not as big of a difference, but the power to grip kind of ratio, I would say, is probably the biggest difference. NASCAR, you have tons of horsepower, not so much grip. In GT racing, you have a lot more grip usually than you have power. So that, and then the racing itself is a little bit more aggressive, since we can lean on each other with these cars a good bit and still finish the race.
So you guys are going to Talladega for, this weekend. What's it going to be like heading to this kind of track?
I don't know yet. It should be exciting though. Talladega will be my first official super speedway, because I wasn't allowed to do Daytona at the season opener. But I think we have a good plan put together as a team as what to do and how to learn the track, learn the racing, and hopefully if we put all that together, we can come out of there with a really solid result.
Yeah. So obviously with this team and stuff, I know, based out of Nashville and all that fun stuff, what's it been like to, I know normally all the teams are based in North Carolina, but this is, it's close, but I know it's close to, the Big Machine Vodka's headquarters in Nashville. What's that been like to, not be in the North Carolina area?
So the NASCAR team is based in Mooresville, North Carolina. So the core group of guys are all in North Carolina. There's a few of us that are here, and I'm here myself. So whenever they need me to go to the shop, I just drive over to Charlotte and do whatever they need me to do, and then I come back here. So as far as adjustments, it's not too much. They have everything they need at their doorstep, and if they need me to get there, I get there in about 6.5 hours.
Yeah, I did not. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize that the shop was in.
No, there's another shop here, but that's for a Trans Am team.
Oh, I think that's what I was getting at. So looking forward to, a lot of these tracks. I know road courses, there's going to be a lot more road courses on the schedule. Places I know that you've been at one point in your time driving in IMS, I'm sure, you know, Watkins Glen,
Yep.
Road America, Coda, places that you've been throughout your career. Mid-Ohio, another one.
Yeah.
Is the schedule going to be more favorable to you once we get to the road courses and stuff?
I think so. I think once we get into the road courses a little bit more, I expect us right now. We typically run anywhere from 10th place to 20th place on speed. And that's because I'm having to learn all these ovals on the fly and also learn the racing at the same time. I expect us to be at minimum a top 10 car once we get to the road courses, and probably a few of them, if we put everything together and unload really well, top 5 car for sure, certain. Oh, yeah. That's because I just don't have to go through that process of learning the tracks, learning how to go racing. I can just go racing. Yeah. And my other competitors get to enjoy what I get to go through every weekend for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. All right. Jade Buford, thank you so much for coming on and spending a few minutes. Good luck this weekend at Talladega.
Thank you so much.